Hi, and welcome to my channel. This is the second video that I'm creating for absolute beginners. So if you are very new to Excel, have never used Excel before, and now find yourself needing to use it, this is the video for you. So I'm going to get straight into it. This video will be about 6-7 minutes long. There's a previous video, you can see it if you go back to my videos. It's Excel Complete Beginners. Have a look at that because it'll give you a little bit more information. So I'm just going to pick off where I left off. So just to kind of recap very quickly, I'm just in an Excel document at the moment. So this is the spreadsheet. I've got some data in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to walk you through the various different functions within Excel to really just get you started. So this is a basic introduction. I've got some other videos and you can see them in my video content that goes into more detail about specific things. This is really for someone who has little or no experience in Excel. So let's get started. So first thing I mentioned in the previous video is just where to save your document. It's key to know how to do that. So if I just click on the file, this brings up another sheet and I can have a look at where to save. So I can save a copy here. Because I've already saved this document, it's saying save a copy. If I hadn't saved it at all, you just see save. So if I select save a copy, it now gives me an option. It's going to default to my OneDrive. It's going to save the document there on my desktop, and that's exactly where I want to save it. So I'm just going to close out of that. Now, in the previous video, I talked about what we call ribbons. So within Excel, I've got home here. So this is the home ribbon. Beside that, I've got an insert. That's a ribbon as well. But I'm just going to focus on the home ribbon for this video. I'll talk about the other ribbons in later videos. So in the previous video, I talked about the formatting. I'm not going to cover that again. You can look at the previous video. The font, I covered that as well. And now I'm going to look at alignment in this video. So alignment is really what the cell looks like. So how is the cell configured within Excel? So if I look at the data here, I can see that if I just hover above that icon here, it's slightly grayed out. So I can see that this is bottom aligned. So if I select top aligned, you won't notice a huge difference there, but it just moves that text slightly up. You'd notice it more if I just copy, let me just copy this name here. So Michael, I'm going to paste it here. I'm going to merge this across two cells. So if I go merge and center, you'll see now that that cell, Michael, is in the bottom part of it. So if I go to middle alignment, you'll see it moves up. If I go top alignment, it moves to the middle. So that's what alignment is. It's basically that's middle, that's bottom. So that shows you it just moves within that cell. So depending on how you're presenting a piece of information, so if I wanted to present a report, I might like that formatting, and I can pull in some more information into that cell. So that's just alignment. Then we've got left alignment, right alignment, and center alignment. And then we also have the text direction or orientation. So basically I can flick that text if I want, so I can have it oriented slightly different. Now, you're really only going to do that if you're working with a report and you're changing the font or the format of the text. I don't really use that, to be honest, but it's there if you need it. And then we have the increase or decrease indentation. Really all that's talking about is if I tabbed that data. So what I mean by that is if I've got, yeah, let's see if I can just show it with this. So you can see there that the Michael is disappearing out of the cell because I'm tabbing or indenting to the right. If I decrease the indentation, so you can see it comes back in. So it's really just a way of tabbing data across. And again, something you might want to use in a report. So that's everything around formatting or alignment of the cell. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to take some numbers. So I'll copy a number there. I'm just going to paste it, paste value. So you can see there I've got no formatting on that. Kind of difficult to read it. It's just a series of numbers. So what I might do is put a comma in, and that comma will come in for the 1,000. So if I just select that, And you can see now that it's a lot easier to read. I can see that's 221,000. You'll also notice that it adds a decimal place and 2 zeros after it. If you don't like that and you want to get rid of the decimal places, you can just click on decrease decimal, and I can click it again. So that gets rid of the decimal. If I want it back, I just click on increase decimal. And then if I want to put a currency, so I'm going to say euro, and I just put a currency in front of it. So that's something just to be aware of. So that's all around number formatting. Conditional formatting is slightly more advanced. I'm not going to cover that in this video. I will cover it at a later stage. But basically what that does is it will highlight criteria or highlight data based on criteria. So say, for example, I wanted to find out if there was duplicates in my data. I can use conditional formatting for that. What that will do is it'll create a color or record a color based on the criteria that it gives. So conditional formatting is really, really helpful, but I would consider it a more advanced function within Excel. And once you're trying to get just up and running in Excel, I would say don't focus on that initially. Just get the basics right, and that'll be something you can consider in a later stage. I do have a video on it already. I can do another video. Just let me know. So I'm just going to stop there because that's covered quite a bit, and I like these videos to be relatively short. So I will cover more in a follow-up video. So keep an eye out for that. That'll be there in the next day or two. Hopefully that's been helpful. If it has, give me a like. If you find the content helpful, subscribe. This channel is really around Excel. It's to give people guidance on Excel that mightn't be familiar with it. And I can take people all the way from very, very beginner, which this course does, right through to some more advanced functions with Excel. So hopefully that was helpful. Talk to you soon. Thank you.